Make room for Javi.
Welcome to the December 2018 update. Last month I brought my camper up so I'd have a place to stay on the property and not have to impose on my cousin every month. This month I brought up the gray trailer for a few reasons. First and foremost, I brought the portable deck and set it outside the camper. As I have no water on site, I also brought a barrel up and connected it to the camper's pump.
It's raining, can't get much work done, so I figure I'd do a little burn pile. What you say, can I start a fire in the rain? Toasty. Should start up just fine.
I took a break after setting up camp and the deck, and I made a little fire with my new fire ring. I sat by the fire and burned a bunch of scraps of wood that I brought in the trailer. And later that day, I assembled a tow-behind lawn spreader and a tow-behind utility cart. Yes, that's correct. You heard me say tow-behind. Now I just need something to tow it. Day 3 was shed moving day. I had a 10x16 shed at a nearby property and I went over and disassembled it. Luckily, I called a friend who had an open utility trailer so I didn't have to cut the front, back, or ribs of the shed. I just took the metal skin off and stacked it all up. Assembly? Well, that's for next month. On day 4, I decided to sink the other half of the holes for the front fence. I bought 35 posts, loaded them on the pickup, brought them home, and sunk them. I only needed 18 for the front, so I started on the side of the property. The rest of the day was fun for me. I emptied my utility trailer and took a ride over to Main Street Mowers. My cousin Alex introduced me to the owner who gave me a great deal on a commercial zero-turn mower with a 60-inch deck. This thing was phenomenal. But I had to wait till the next day as I arrived home after sunset. Day 5, mowing day. I'm sorry I have very little footage of me mowing the whole yard, but other than this stealth camera video. But, well, I was so anxious to use the mower. Who has time for video? Here's a video of me spreading the grass seed afterwards. I had indeed today the time of my life. I started by mowing the entire 5 acres. It took me approximately 2.5 hours because I didn't have a set path and I kept overlapping some spots a number of times. The reason I purchased this commercial grade mower with a 7-gauge deck is to avoid having to purchase a tractor and a rotary cutter. I figured once the land was tamed, it would only be used for mowing grass. Until then, I would change blades, sharpen blades, and cautiously mow the smaller brush and cut the remaining larger saplings by hand. Now some of you may be asking yourself, but wait, I thought you cut them all down last month. Well, we cut what we could, but we could only get to 3 or so of the acres because the rest was inaccessible due to either large logs or branches. And then there's the 3/4 of an acre of bamboo forest by the lake. So I took it a bit at a time. Later that day, I attached a spreader and spread rye seed on a random 3 acres of the property. The conditions are such that it should grow up to be a nice green lawn by the end of the month. Since I'm bringing up the family next month and they've never seen the property yet, it would be nice if it had grass on it. The rest of my stay involved cutting branch after branch and keeping the fire going while stockpiling my supply of firewood. Such was my December visit to the property. My goal for January is to build a shed, set up an actual fence in the front, and, well, let's see how it goes. This is Javi E020. Thanks once again for watching. See you next month as we continue to
Make room for Javi.